I'm telling you, fool, chug it a little more. I'm telling you, fool, help me, fool, loosen out, fool. Not for loose right now.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Origen Podcast. I'm Hector. I'm here with my boy.
Angel. What's going on, guys?
Jesse, man.
And we just want to give you guys an episode to try to, like, give a little bit more of a background story to who we are, where we come from, and just to get a better understanding of who we are and what we're all about.
First off, well, my question is, I've known you my whole life, basically, literally out the womb. I feel like, I'm pretty sure my parents have told you the story too, that the only reason my parents got pregnant was because your parents got pregnant. So I feel like I've known you since the beginning, and you've always been like the type of person to be like quiet and stuff like that for people that you don't know. But like obviously with us, with family and, you know, friends and stuff, you're outgoing and all this. So that's why I'm like, why start the podcast? Why, you know, like you've been a shy person, but then out of nowhere, like you want to open up to the world, to the internet, you know, so to say. So why?
So, I mean, it's not an easy, like, answer.
Well, yeah, of course, it's not like a straight up question, but like, you know, we can start.
I mean, in reality, it was me and Jesse a while back, like, because we worked together, but we originally had thought of, like, trying to make a podcast, but it was his idea originally. He wanted to do, like, a sports podcast, and I told him I'm all about it. Like, you know, like, I'm more into, like, the behind-the-scenes type of thing. I want to make sure that the videos are looking good and, oh, you know, you missed this, you missed that. Like, that's my thing. I'm, like, super, like, I guess you could say very particular on certain little things like that when it comes to, like, videography or just stuff like that.
Small details is what you focus on.
Yeah, and, but yeah, I told Jesse, I'm like, hey, dude, let's just get it through. Let's start it up. Like, but that was before the pandemic. But then once the pandemic happened, it's just, like, messed up all those plans. And then also, like, I know he had some stuff going on in his personal life, and it's just like, it just didn't work out. But in reality, like after that, like the idea kind of died off. But then a couple months ago, I started talking to some of the coworkers that I work with right now, and I was like, hey man, like there's a lot of good talent out here. Like I really want to put them on. I really want to give them a little shout out. Like just help them, like, you know, grow. Because I've seen like a lot of people grow through podcasting, but
nothing local.
Yeah, there's nothing local. So I was like, you know what? Like, you guys got all the equipment, you guys got this, you guys got that. Like, why don't you do it? Just do it. And they were like, yeah, nah, you know, I'm cool. Like, we could do other things. And
like, so originally you had told them for them to start the podcast.
Yeah, because that's something I wanted to see, but I wasn't thinking of it as like, you know, I could do it.
You didn't think something that you could do, right?
Nah, because I'm telling you, like, I was more like the behind the scenes, like, you know, like editing and like setting things up, like just being more hands-on, not really being like behind the camera or anything like that. So then when they're like,
or you mean in front of the camera, right?
Yeah, in front of the camera. Yeah. So then once they were like, yeah, now we're cool, I was like, you know what, dude? I was like, screw it, I gotta do it. Like, you know, like that's it gets me. Sometimes I feel like I get to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Like with my truck. When I first got my truck, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it washed. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But then after a while, I was like, man, you know, like people doing it for me, it's just not my thing. Like they miss this, they miss that. But you know when they tell you, like, you know, when you want something, like you gotta get it done.
Or when you want something done right,
yeah,
you gotta do it yourself.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, you know what, dude, I'm just gonna do it. And then I told Jesse, because I was like, dude, this was our idea in the beginning. I'm like, are you down? Dude, Jesse didn't even think about it. He's like, I'm down. You know, let's just do it. Let's go for it. And then we just started running through it, just getting all the stuff together. He's the one that found the spot. And yeah, we just, you know, brought you along, and we just been trying to hustle these videos out as best we can. But, you know, it's kind of hard. You know, it's our first few episodes. But, I mean, it's coming together slowly but surely. But let's talk a little bit about Jesse.
A little bit about me, dog. I'm more like a family man, fool, but I've been wanting to do the podcast for a while, because I watch a lot of podcasts, but I feel like, for me, dog, I just, what I seen, I feel like I can do a little bit better, dog. And I was talking to Hector about it, and he was just like, hey, you know, I'll help you out. You know what I mean? I was telling him, I was like skeptical about, you know, doing it by myself and stuff, and I had no one to push me. Until one day he was just like, hey, you know, like, I'm gonna buy some stuff, bro. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. I'm like, I'm down. If you're really going to do it, dog, I'm down to jump in. And then as soon as he started buying more stuff, and he's like, hey, let's look for a spot, you know. I'm like, fuck it, let's look. And then I remember I just kept pushing.
Little backstory, where were we trying to move into though? What was the original spot?
Fucking storage, bro.
Storage
no
unit.
Electricity, no AC.
Freaking garage boys over here just trying to move into a storage unit, trying to bust out a podcast in the storage unit.
Basically a concrete box, right?
Dude, a metal box. Bro. Imagine right now with this heat, the California summer.
Little 6x6 cell, dog.
Dude, imagine that. Yeah. That would have been a cool podcast name.
Yeah.
Cell Block Boys. Cell Block Boys.
For real, dog. I mean,
the intro would be like, hey, time to hit the block. Let's go.
Program time 5.
For sure, dog. I mean, but like, I mean, if it just like, it pushed us, dog. And as soon as we came to look at it together, dog, and it just like, we had a vision, dog. And it started off slow in the beginning, dog. But I mean, we pushed for it, dog. I mean, take time, dog, a lot of time. But, you know what I mean? That's something we both want, dog. And now we have Angel with us, so I think now we have a bigger vision, dog. So I think we're gonna push out good content, dog. And then I feel like all our energy, like so far with the ones we have done, dog, everyone said we have good energy. So I think everyone will like, dog. With good energy, I mean, we both had like a really quick bond. Like as soon as we met, like right off the bat, we talked and we just had like so much like in common. Like we talked about little things like only me and him can relate to, right. And then as soon as that, we always like text each other, and like we came in like, hey, did you see this on YouTube? Because we're like big YouTube fans at the time. But I remember we were just talking about like, you know, the stuff we were watching. We just always communicate, and after like he left, we stayed in contact with each other. So I mean, obviously we all met at the same spot, but you guys met before. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we're cousins and stuff. Growing up with each other, shit. What can I say? I mean, we're boys.
Dude.
It's freaking fights, a bunch of hangouts, and beating other kids up and stuff and whatnot. It's to say the least.
Yeah.
But I mean, what can you say about your cousin? It's family.
Yeah. Like, living life and enjoying it together, you know?
We've had our ups and downs and stuff, and the good thing is that we're still fucking close, super close. Like, he tells me everything. I feel like I can tell him anything, like, you know?
Yeah.
And
that's another reason why, like, I chose Angel, because I was like, dude, like, he's always down for whatever. Like, he knows what I'm thinking, and he knows what I feel, so you know, he just has my back whenever. And you know, and then that's why I chose Jesse, because when we were working at the hotel together, like you said, like our energy together, like it was like, dude, like, because in that hotel that we worked at, like all three of us, we all worked at it, but when me and Jesse were together, that hotel, like, there's so many different people from different areas.
It's like a high school, right?
Yeah,
it's like a high school, dude. There's cliques here, cliques there, like.
Yeah, so like.
The popular ones.
When me and Jesse met up, like, I didn't really know Jesse, so I was like, all I knew was that he lived in Ojai. And I was like, okay, cool. But I was like, that's all I knew about him. But then, like, little by little, we started talking, and then out of nowhere, it just came up. I'm like, hey, bro, like, so where'd you grow up? And then he's like, oh, you know, like, I grew up over here, over there. And then he said, like, dude, those magical words. He's like, yeah, I grew up around Durley Park. And I was like, damn, bro, that's the park right there. That's Durley Park. That's home, dude. That's where I grew up, right on Hill Street.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Yeah, so that's when I was like, damn, like, as soon as he said that, dude, we clicked, like. Because I already knew he knew the area, so we like pretty much either we ran into the same situations, or you know, we seen people.
We grew up the same.
Yeah.
For real, dude. That's crazy. I didn't know you grew up in Durley.
Nah,
right next to Durley Park.
Like that's like the last place like I actually live with my mom and stuff, like my brothers and sisters. But like I was telling him like how it was like right there was like pretty active.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was just like, oh yeah, I grew up right there. I went to high school with this person, because it was like I knew about that person and he already knew him. So he was telling me about like, yeah, man, I grew up there my whole life. I was like, yeah, I grew up there for like 2-3 years. But yeah, man, I think that's what we
connected you guys even more. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, because I mean, you guys. I mean, even if it's 2 or 3 years, it's still like you're there, you're living it. It's not like you're away from it. So yeah, no way. Yeah, me and him, same freaking house right there.
Yeah, he was living with us for a good little while right there, and then him and his parents took off. They moved over to like a little closer to Little Africa.
Oh yeah,
it's like just.
I live right there too, though.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
got a little garage right there for like close to a year, and then after that, boom, went to some apartments over there by F Street.
Yeah.
Over there by what is it?
Driftwell.
Yeah, Driftwell and the Lion Park. What is it? The Lion Park.
I don't even know what the real name of the park is.
But that's what everyone calls it.
I think it's just called Lion Park.
Because I don't know, do they still have the lion there?
Yeah, there's still the golden lion, though.
The big old lion.
I think it's all stone, though. It's not golden anymore.
Yeah, it rusted out.
Dude, that area is active as hell, too, though.
It's active, man.
I mean, it's not really that far from Durley Park. So it's the same area, but I mean,
it was just like more like like. And I mean, like, we're just like co-workers working like friends. Yeah, like off the clock. Yeah, I mean, we'll call each other and just like ideas that we had or just talking about work, like stupid shit that we did. Yeah. We'll just call each other like, hey, man, like, remember this or remember that, or just like
just
recording each other.
Just running into those freaking things at the hotel, dude. Because that hotel, there's so much stuff going on. Like, dude, like you'll be on one end of the property and he'll see something, and I'll be on the other end of the property. I'll see something else, and I'm like, hey, I was over here.
And then I'll be in the kitchen. I'll be like, guess who I saw? Like, what the heck? Yeah,
so
dude.
We would just come together. You know, it was a good time. Honestly, for me, that's been one of my favorite jobs. Even though they didn't even pay me that good, which is, you know, it's whatever. Because
at the time, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good, but dude, like, I just loved it because I got paid to go to sleep. Straight up. Yeah. Straight up. I got to pay to go to sleep, like, because I had to do overnights, which was whatever. Like, I didn't really care, but I just, you know, I didn't have a life because I would go in at night. But dude, it was hilarious. I remember, dude, Jesse, he technically trained me for that position for midnight, dude. I was over here like, okay, he's gonna show me how to do the pools. He's gonna show me how to do the boiler rooms and stuff like that, dude. The very first day, he's over here like, all right, man, yeah, just pick a chair, any chair, and then, you know, just feel comfortable. And then here comes Jesse, freaking. I'm like, all right, when are we going to start working? He's like, we are. This is what we do. We just wait till something pops off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just wait till someone calls you on the phone or on the radio.
Well, overnight, that's pretty much what it is. You can't really like fix anything, pound on nothing. Guests complaining all the time. So at the time, you just say, hey, just sit there, wait for something to pop off. Like around like 4 or 5, that's when you're able to do stuff. Without, like
4 or 5 in the morning.
4 or 5 in the morning, like to clean the pools and
so
stuff.
So like anything between that, like 12 and 4, that's
because you have the night cleaners there too. So we have the night cleaners, you can't really touch anything. Everything's all dirty. Right. I mean, it just you don't want to get involved in anything because what if you're fixing something and then someone calls? Then what? So we're just sitting back until a certain time, and then the last 2 hours you're just like trying to catch up on things because that's like a perfect time to work.
That's when you're like, you said 4 or 5.
4 or 5, then you want to start your.
It's just more reality. You're just waiting for shit to hit the fan because we're supposed to back up security. So we're back up for security because.
I remember you guys telling me about like you guys had to kick some people out, right?
Oh, dude, I got a funny story, dude. When one night, like, because that hotel was pretty famous for celebrities. And this one time we kicked out freaking Mr. Twilight, freaking Robert Pattinson.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it was funny because I seen him, and then I was just hanging out, and the security guards were there, were like, "Hey, you guys, anybody that's not on this room has to get out because you guys are making too much noise, and we got complaints."
Oh, so they were in a room.
Yeah, they were. They
weren't even like at a bar.
No, they were in a room. They were having a party in the room.
A hotel party.
Yeah, and Robert Pattinson, he's out there, dude. He was so scared, dude. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And I was over here just kicking back and just making sure everything, you know, went according to plan. And the guy just comes out and he's like, hey, I want no problems. Whatever you guys want, I'll do it. I'm just like, bro, we're just telling you guys to go back to your room. And I'm just like, hey, just relax, bro. Everything's gonna be all right.
He was afraid of getting canceled.
Yeah, something, I don't know. This one time too, I'm pretty sure you were with me in the afternoon in that same area. It has a bunch of stairs like zigzagged. And it's close to our office.
Shangri-La building? Oh, no, Orchard.
Yeah.
Or tripping.
Don't give out too much information.
Yeah.
They're gonna guess it.
Yeah. So we were driving. We were going towards the golf shop. We were going towards there, and I don't know if you remember, Amy Schumer came out.
Oh yeah.
I
Hey, dude,
remember telling you.
dude.
She's like, you need to take me here right now,
dude. But it was nasty. She was sweaty. She was nasty. She was nasty and sweaty. She jumps in front of our carts because me and Jesse, we were driving like 2 different carts, and then she stopped. She's like, "You guys need to give us a ride right now." And I'm like, "What the hell?" And Jesse was in front of me. I was behind him, and then she's like, "You guys need to give us a ride right now." And I was like, "What?" And then she just hops in and she's like, "Okay, guys, get in." And we're like, "What the hell?" And Jesse was like, "Hey, dude, she's already in the car, whatever. Like, you just gotta take off. We gotta roll with it." So I gave 2 people a ride. Dude, the cart is only meant for 2 people, me and somebody else. They put 2 people on my cart. So like this person was sitting on the other person's lap and like almost like leaning on me. And I was like, "Dude, come on!" Like, but I mean, you know, the thing is at that hotel, regardless, especially if it's a celebrity, like
always have to accommodate
you have
the
to
guest.
accommodate the guest.
No
So,
matter what.
so
It doesn't matter if you're in room service, front service.
Yeah.
You're an engineer. You're in the kitchen. No,
Bellman,
doesn't matter.
whatever.
You have to serve them, accommodate their needs.
Dude, and then this one time too, I had a Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill, dude, like it was funny because I had to hit up my girl because okay, so this is how it went down. I was going to go do a call in some room, and then I'm just walking through, and then I see Jonah Hill. I didn't know it was him. He had pink hair.
Was he big at the time?
He was pretty big
Because
still.
he's like all skinny right now.
Yeah, he's skinny, but he was still pretty big.
Oh, so he's like in the middle.
Yeah, but so he had pink hair, dude. And I was like, who the hell is this random? But he's like, "Hey, are you going to the front desk?" And I was like, "No." And then he's like, "Man, I need a ride. I've been waiting for my ride and they haven't showed up." And I was like, "Well, that sucks." Like, I mean, I didn't tell him that, but you know, like in my head, I was like, "Well, that sucks. What am I supposed to do about it?" So then, I hit up my girl real quick. I'm like, "Hey, do you know if Jonah Hill has pink hair?" And then she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Just search it up. Look up if Jonah Hill has pink hair." I don't know if she searched up his Instagram or I don't know what. She's like, "Yeah, he does. Why?" And I'm just like, "Oh, dang, I think I just seen Jonah Hill." She's like, "No way." And then I'm like, "Yeah." And then, dude, I ran back and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, I guess I am going up to the front desk." And I was like, "Hey, you want to ride?" He's like, and then he already knew. He's like,
Yeah.
he probably knows that I'm Jonah Hill, you know? So I was like, "Man, whatever." Like, "Hey, I'm going up there." He's like, "Okay." And now he started acting like a dick.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I denied him, you know, but after that he started acting like a dick. And then I'm like, "Hey, so how's your trip out here? Like, you know, you liking it? You like the property? Is everything all right?" And then he's just like, "Yeah, dude." He pops in an earbud,
Yeah.
and he turns it up, dude. He turns up the volume. You hear that shit blasting, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And at that point, I was like, "Dude, whatever." And then like I dropped him off in the front, and I'm like, "Hey, man, have a good one." And he just said, "All right, you too." They just fucking fist bumped me, and I was like, all right.
At least he gave you a fist bump.
No, I know, but
some
dude,
other people would just turn around and walk away.
yeah, dude, but the fact that I'm trying to talk to him, like, "Hey, how's your trip? You know, like it out here? Is everything all right? Need anything?"
Dang.
And then he's just like, "It's all right." And then he just pops in the earbud and he just turns it up because I could hear his music. I'm like, "Dang, dude, like this guy really doesn't want to talk to me."
Dang.
You want to trip on this? I had a cool experience, dog. So one day I get a call, and it was me, some other guy who was training me for the afternoon shift. And in the morning shift, you get like housekeeping calls. In the afternoon, you get nothing but guest calls. So when I went in, I seen the guy from Always Sunny. It was the
Danny DeVito?
No, it was the girl and the guy. I want to say his name is
Blonde
Mac.
chick.
They call him Mac.
The blonde chick.
The blonde chick, but
Yeah.
and they're really together though.
Okay.
His name is Mac. We went in. The fireplace didn't work. They're watching UFC. He's a big UFC fan, but he wanted the fireplace on. So we replaced the igniter, and then they're trying to give us $100 tip each.
Dang.
Or like, the guy I was with, and he was like, "Nah, we can't take that. You know, this is a part of our jobs." He was like starstruck. I was like, "Fuck that, dude! I want that. I want that shit." Yeah. I was just like, "Fuck, man." But he was like, "Hey," I'm like. And the guy I was with, he's like, "Hey, well, what's his name fighting?" I say, "Yeah." He's like, "You guys are UFC fans?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, you guys want to stay in to watch the fight?" We're like, "Yeah, we'll watch this one," and then we'll head out. They shut off for his beer, wine, shots.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, dude, I was just like, damn. And there was another time I got a call for one of the mansions out there. So I was rolling in my cart and I seen who was coming out. I seen Vin Diesel, bro.
I was gonna say Toretto, right?
Yeah,
that guy's always there.
He's always there, bro.
Yeah.
Then he was like, "What's up, bro?"
I live my life 1/4 at a time, or what is it? 1/4 mile at a time.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. A win's a win.
Yeah. Ask any racer.
Yeah. I remember that, bro. He was like, "What's up, bro?" I was like, "What's up, man?" And then it was just like that kind of starstruck, bro. I was just like, because the other guy, I mean, I know who he was, but I was just
with
like,
this guy, right?
This guy, man, I watched him growing up. Like,
yeah.
If you guys know who he is, yeah, man, he's a big star. And I was just like, "Oh, what's up?"
That guy would never come out of that mansion, huh?
Never, bro.
Yeah, because I remember one time I was working at one of the pools for the kids.
Yeah.
And her wife came down with her kids. And she's like, "Oh, we actually want some floaties, this, and that for the pool in the mansion."
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, it was like 7 a.m. So the pool store was closed. But like we were saying, you always got to accommodate the guest, and especially since we knew who she was, Toretto's wife, Vin Diesel's wife. I'm like, "Oh, no worries. Keep in mind, I'm a cook.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be inside the kitchen, but I'm like, I got you. Don't worry." Yeah. So I jumped the fence because they had closed it. I jumped it, and I told her, I'm like, "What do you need?" She's like, "Oh, I want this." She picked it out, and then I told her, all right, here you go, and then we'll charge the room or whatever. I never said anything.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
I never said anything.
You probably didn't even know how to do it. You just like,
I could have told the servers and stuff that the servers that
charge the room,
that work at the pool. I could have told them like, "Hey, this person came in, they took this, blah blah blah."
Yeah, just charge them for it.
No.
I mean, dude.
I was like, you know what? Something nice. That way they'll think about, oh, we went to this. Well, we can go again. So
that hotel, they rake in a lot of money, dude. Like I remember at midnight,
they could afford a couple floaties.
Dude,
right?
that's nothing. That's nothing for them. Because I remember at night when I would go to the front, dude, they would count their money. All the receipts, for the night.
The freaking what is it? The guys that the valet guys.
Stack, bro.
Dude, easily $1,000 in tips a day. Yes. Easy, and that's on a slow day.
Yep, that's crazy, bro.
On a slow day, bro.
Yeah,
on a slow day.
I remember that on summer.
Each car, bro. Each car, least 150, least 200 bucks.
I remember that.
It's crazy, bro. It's fat, bro.
I tried to get into that job. Hell no, you need to know all those boys in there.
Minimum wage, but the tip, that's where you get your money at, bro.
Hell no.
It's crazy.
You can use that minimum wage for like whatever. Those tips is where it's at.
But it's crazy because they only work like part-time, bro. They work like 4 hours a day and they're like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah, and they make more money than freaking the housekeepers that are working from 6 to like 6 p.m. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But hold on, sorry. Before we keep going, talking about that overnight where you guys were working, did you guys ever experience like anything like spooky or anything? Because I'm like super into that shit.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, at the it's one of the older buildings there. Actually, is the oldest building.
Which one?
The oldest.
I can't really say, but it's the oldest building.
It's at the very top.
It's by the pool.
Yeah.
Which the adult pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right next to it.
Right next to it.
Oh, okay. I know what you guys are talking about.
So that one.
That's where like they have like the.
It's not where front desk is at.
No. I know where they have that bar.
Yes.
And then they have like that little museum stuff where like Ronald Reagan stuff is all right there. Oh no. I've heard the mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mirror.
What?
Just like
it was there a renovation?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard that
you see shadows.
You
bro.
see people walking by in the mirror that are not there. That's
like,
a mirror.
Even
hallway.
the temperature, bro. Like at certain spots and stuff, you're just like, what the fuck? How did you just get cold in here, bro?
The AC don't work in there. It's an old building.
It doesn't work, but out of nowhere, bro, you're just like, what the fuck? It just get cold in here, and just wear stuff, bro, and just like
But nothing like knocks or like seeing like.
Well, I've been in the bottom, bro, in the basement because there's the only building.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
There's no light. I mean, there's light where you walk in, but there's like tunnel. It's not. It's a tunnel.
It's a tunnel, bro.
It's a tunnel because that's where all the rooms are, and that's where all the AC units are. They're underneath the building.
It's underneath the building.
And
sort of like maintenance. You have to go on.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you have to wear like a full-on suit to get in there because you're covered in spider webs and dirt and.
Last time I went down there, bro. I'm not even lying. I got fleas on me, bro.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
There's dead animals under there, so.
It's dead. There's like rabbits and shit. Like, because there's a lot of raccoons there.
Right.
But I got fucking. Me and some other guy got infested with fleas, bro. Like, we were itchy. I was bleeding in my legs, bro. Like, because there's like little fleas on me.
Yeah.
But it was just like being down there, bro. Like, you could feel the vibe, bro. But like when we went down there, he was scared, bro. He was like, "Hey, I'm too big to go under there," and he was just like, "Hey, man, like I think something's down here, bro. Like, go, man. I can hear something, bro." I'm like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Fuck that. Yeah, no. Doesn't matter if you're giving me $1,000 in tips. I'm not going down there. Hell
but
no.
we always hear stories about like the mansion and stuff. I never experienced the mansion, but I experienced like down in the basement and stuff.
Yeah.
The mansion is still, I mean, to me, the mansion, it's like, it's very old school, but I wouldn't say creepy.
You know what? I'm lying right now, bro. I did. The other day, like 2 days ago, yes. I went over there to fix the elevator, and we fixed it, and I was like, oh, man, fuck this. I want to go sit down for a little bit. So we sit down. We heard the fucking front door slam. It was already closed, bro. I don't know how the fuck. I'm like... We heard like the front door slam, and then me and the guy got up, and we're just like pretend we're working on something. And then we looked, we're yelling like, "Hey, housekeeping here?" Nothing, bro.
Damn.
The fucking door shut like boom.
I was gonna say too, because over there at the kids pool,
yeah,
I was the one that always come in like at 6 a.m. to open up everything, and I would be alone for like 2-3 hours, and I get it, it's in the morning, but still, like, you're alone down there. Like, since it's in the bottom, there's like not that many people down there. It's crazy. Sometimes I would open the door to the kitchen, and then I would open like the bar and everything, right? And so once I would start prepping, out of nowhere I would hear the door close, like in the front.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the hell? I would turn around, there's nothing. And then one time, it was crazy, bro. We were working at because you know how sometimes they would use the pool kitchen for like banquet events that they would do down there at that lawn?
Like what you're talking about.
One time they left me and some other guys, some new guys, to do like the midnight snacks. So we were there until 1 a.m, and we had to put like all our little station stuff back into the kitchen. And so it was like 1:30 already. All of the guests were already leaving to their rooms and stuff. So it was basically just a couple of us in there. Down there, and then it was just me and that other guy in the kitchen, and we were putting stuff inside the walk-in freezer, and I don't know, we see someone walk, because through the bar you can see a big old window, because you can like put food through there, right? And you just see someone walk through there. And me and both go like that. Me and him both look at it, and we're like, nope. We close, we shut the door for the freezer, and then we're out of there, dude. Like, no, we're not gonna entertain this one bit. We didn't even check. We didn't even check to see if there was like someone there, like a server or anything. No, we were gone. Screw that.
Nothing for you, Hector?
No, not no creepy stuff. Like,
because you did some overnight stuff.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing though. Like, dude, I got to the point where
what about the spa, bro? That shit was creepy as fuck,
dude, I'd sleep in there.
Fuck no.
Dude, I'd sleep in there.
You sleep in that little egg or what?
Dude, nah, I don't even want to touch it because it's super expensive. I'm like, if I break it, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's like there's only like 2 or 3 in California of those.
You want to talk about the gravity chair?
Oh, that's why I would sleep in the gravity chair, because dude, it's super badass. Like, dude, it's like a big chair, but it puts you even upside down, like.
No way.
Like on your back, obviously, but like you're like almost gonna do like a
fucking
backflip or something. Yeah,
but it feels like you're just like nothing.
But just imagine like the wall right here, dude. Before I would go knock out.
But the wall was like crystal.
It was a rock. It was rock salt.
Yeah. Yeah, the pink Himalayan salt. So it was when you walk down.
The whole wall was a pink rock salt. And dude, I would turn it on before I go knock out, because supposedly it like soothes you or some bullshit, because it heats it up with the light.
Yeah.
And me and some of the security guards, we would just go knock out in the chairs, and yeah, dude, like. There was no creepy stuff, dude. I would go down to the pool and like dark, like late at night. There was like some noises and stuff, but I mean, there's animals out there. Obviously, you can hear stuff. And the only thing that I would really be like creeped out by is like the animals, because dude, there's freaking mountain lions. We've seen mountain lions out there. And I would be like, and down at that kids pool, it's the closest to the actual like wildlife area.
I was gonna say
that's like right at the cutoff point to the actual like
the river. There's like a river going through there, and there's like a little forest that follows it and everything.
Yeah, so that's where I was actually like tripping out. Like, dude, if I see something, I'm getting in the cart and I'm taking off. But then the thing,
but even then in the cart, there's no doors or anything. Something just in there.
Luckily, when it would rain, you know how we would get the carts that would zip up.
Oh,
that was the only time where I was like felt kind of safe.
You're like zip.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a little plastic sheet.
You guys remember in the winter you see the fucking deer in the fields?
Yeah. But I mean, those are whatever. You know, they're more scared of us than they are.
I know, but I'm saying, but
I was gonna say that's cool.
Yeah, bro, it's a fucking. That's cool to see.
It's like 6 a.m. The sun's coming up. You can see like the smoke coming off the smoke coming off the grass.
Yeah.
And you just see little deers right there and little baby ones and shit.
It was one time, bro. It was like because the guy that just left right now, George, was hanging out with us. It was me and him, bro, and we're driving around the spot. It was late at night. We seen like a dog running, but as soon as we get close to it, it was a fucking coyote.
Oh no way!
Yeah, bro. I was like, hey man, pull over. I'm gonna grab my flathead. So if that motherfucker comes, I'm gonna fucking stack. I'm gonna fucking cut this motherfucker up, bro.
For real.
I'm about to make a jacket out of that little coyote.
For real,
bro.
Make a freaking cashmere.
I was gonna be like the 300
sweater.
with the fucking wool, fucking yeah, bro. I mean, even though I'd be like,
it looks like you cut up a chihuahua.
Yeah, bro. I was like, I ain't playing with this food, right? Yeah.
Damn.
But I remember recently, bro. I remember the ladies came in, like the overnight cleaners. They came in, they ran in. They're like, hey, bro, there's a mountain lion on the right on the dock, almost.
Oh, hell.
I just like,
they have the wall, right?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck you telling me for?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck you want me to do?
Even though we're back up for security,
I was like,
I got nothing to do with this.
For real.
I was like, I had no business out there, bro. Like, I mean, grab the fucking chair and sit down, but you're more welcome to come in here, but like,
hey,
lock on me for that shit, bro. Like, I was like, gotta be fucked up on that one, bro.
Unless you give me a shotgun or something, then I'm not gonna do shit.
Yeah, I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, fucking tell, hey, can you please leave? Yeah, I was like, she's like, oh, can you call us prevention? I said, well, yeah, I can do that, but what can they do, bro?
They're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm like,
just
you're gonna put the lights on it and get bit? I'm like, all right, and then
fucking ban him from the hotel.
It was the next day, and then one of the stewards, they're like, hey, bro, like, I came in my day off because there's a cat runs around at night. We feed him.
And then he kills all the mice and stuff.
Yeah, it kills all. Bro, it's crazy. Like, I have pictures, but not on my phone, but on the work phone. Like the rabbits, half the body's gone and shit. Like, yeah, bro, it's crazy. This cat is a fucking straight thug, bro.
The only story that I have that was like not creepy, but it was crazy was there was a raccoon that would bang cats.
It was that cat, bro.
Like.
It was that cat that got banged, or was that?
It was that cat that was fucking eating the mice. She don't hang out with them anymore, though. Go ahead.
Oh,
it's a girl, though. It's a girl.
They don't hang out.
They
don't hang out anymore, bro. Trust me.
Jesse's like, hey, I had him at the office, sit down, and we had a talk in there.
Bro, we took him to HR. We said no more. You guys can't hang out anymore
because we pulled her away from her dog. Like, I'm gonna be. So we start feeding her now, like ourselves, so she doesn't hang out with the raccoons. They'll be tossing trash to her dog, and she'll eat it. They'll feed her food. They'll feed her.
Oh no!
They'll toss her shit, but
it's a little graphic, but dude, the raccoon would act like a human. Like, it would grab. This one time I was driving the same spot where Amy Schumer stopped us. I came up on the cat and the raccoon. Dude, the raccoon had its arm around its neck and just straight banging it in the middle of the street. And I was like, what in the heck is going on, dude? Like, and the raccoon was just like, you don't know nothing. And he just like takes it away, like, and just like, let's go, bitch, you gotta go somewhere else. But dude, remember that shit was crazy. Yep. I had told Jesse that I had talked to the security guards at night, and I was like, bro, they don't believe me that there's a raccoon that bangs cats. And then he's like, and then Jesse's like, yeah, I know, I've seen it too. And then I'm like, oh, there it is. I'm like, bro, there it is. Look at it. And dude, we didn't take out our phone or anything, but
I was gonna say you should have recorded it.
Yeah, it was crazy though.
Great content, bro.
I've never seen that ever. I've never seen that, like, just a raccoon just straight grabbing like a human though. Like, it had its arm around its neck.
Well, yeah, they have opposable thumbs.
Yeah,
like, they can literally grab stuff.
And the cat just kept meowing really loud. Like, meow, meow.
I was probably liking it then.
No.
Yeah, because that's what cats.
It was forced, bro.
Hey, no, that's what cats do when they're getting it too. Because I can hear them. I can hear them around my neighborhood and stuff.
Right.
Once they're getting, you hear.
Yeah, like loud.
You don't want to bite the hands that feed you, dog.
Shit.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know, little stories like that would, like, you know, it would tie all of us together.
But nothing like paranormal and stuff that you would.
Nah, but the cat is nocturnal, bro. It only comes out at night.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy, bro. And one time I was driving, I was going home, and the cat was getting shit pushed in, dog. And then the other raccoon, I seen it run up, and then he was like they're having a threesome, fool. I'm not even lying, bro. He was like, she was sucking him up.
A menage a trois?
Fool, they're all fucking, yeah. Menage! Monica! No! Bro, I'm not even lying, bro. I swear, I seen. I'm like, I felt bad for her, dog. But I mean, she's for the streets.
That's what you guys are saying.
She's for the streets.
That's what you're saying. Like, nah, we keep her away. Like,
hey, we see her in the
bro.
streets,
I keep my distance, bro, because I don't want to get caught up. No, but yeah, bro, I keep my distance. From
you
her,
don't want to get me too'd,
bro. I mean,
yeah, you're the helper, dude. You're the helper, so you know, like, you're part of it now.
Nah, well, I was saying, like, the cat. Wow, so one of the guys brought food for her, and he's like, "Hey, bro, like around 12 o'clock, I came by and I seen the mountain lion." I'm like, "Oh, bro," because it's funny, because I was leaving at 11, and the house when the e cleaners came, and like, "Hey, there's a mountain lion." I'm like, "What the fuck you want me to do?" Like, yeah, but he's like, "Yeah, bro, I went to bring her some food because we ran out." And he's like, I saw the mountain lion was walking, like he was like laying on top of the white fence, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" But after that, I remember I was driving really fast to the dock. I was driving right in the front, and I was like, before you want to pull to the side of the fence, and I was like, "Fuck this." Yeah, bro.
Right to the dog.
Yeah, I ran in and got my shit and left, but you're not supposed to, because the big banquet truck will pull up, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck. They can move it.
Yeah, no, fuck that. If there's a mountain lion, they can move themselves.
I'm a big supper, bro, so I'm not the one, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, those are the types of stories that, you know, that we kind of like came together. You know, that's why like me and Jesse, like we talked, like, you know, we had that chemistry, and we would like feed off of each other, like especially around employees, like you know how we were talking about, like, you know, we were in that like little high school environment, so we would cap on other people. Jesse would say something, and they were either I would add on to it, or I would say something and he would add on to it, just to just burn them even harder,
like insiders basically.
Yeah. Like, you know, hey, you feeling guilty?
Yeah.
You feeling guilty? Why are you asking all these questions? You feeling guilty?
Bro, at work, bro, I get zero. At the time, I get zero fucks, bro. Like, I'll call people off for everything, bro. It's crazy, because I used to always make them laugh. I was just like, there was one time, bro, there was some girl, and I was running late, and this fool had the truck, and I was like, "Hey, I got my shit. Can you pick me up?" And she rolls by, bro, and she's like, "What are you waiting for? The trolley?" I don't know if you've seen the trolley. Used to come pick up people. And I'm like, "You still waiting for your fucking husband or your future husband?" And she's like, she looked at me all stupid because she's been divorced like 15 years. I'm like, "You still waiting for your future husband?" And she's like, I'm like, "Yeah, oh, you want to
walked away.
You want to play that way?
You don't want it. You don't want it."
She didn't want that smoke.
You want to ready for the trolley? I'm like, "Yeah, bitch. You want to go there?" Yeah.
But she was saying it like in a like, you know, like a little.
She was a bitch, bro. Like
she was trying to be a bitch.
She was trying to be a bitch.
Yeah, you could tell right away when they're trying to be mean.
She had this little laugh going on, like, "Yeah, bitch, okay. You still waiting for your future husband?" She's like, "Yeah, you stupid ass."
Fucking kept her speechless, huh? Made her speechless. Shit.
But I remember when I first met you, it was through Hector. Hector was like, "Oh, this is my cousin." I always seen you, like, we always seen each other, but like, we didn't like
cafeteria and all that shit. Right? Yeah.
We went to lunch right when the opens for 11, boom, and then you guys had to go to lunch before the pool opens.
Yeah.
But I remember you were like, "Oh, hey, that you guys want something to eat? Just hit me up." I remember that. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
it
those
was
lunches,
fat, bro.
Lunches were good. And the thing was, like, it's like I would hit them up. I would let them know first, like, "Hey, you guys want to eat the cafeteria food, or you want me to hit up my cousin?" But I didn't want to hit you up often because we were like, "Dude, we're gonna burn it out."
Habits sometimes.
Yeah, we're gonna burn it out, and then either you're gonna get caught up or we're gonna get caught up. Yeah. It's like, you know, we try to like space it out. Like, you know, we went this week, you know, let's push it off till next week or whatever. But dude, like, it was funny because
those days.
It was funny because when we would go in there, I remember because me and Jesse, I mean, obviously we knew you, but like the other coworkers were like, "Nah, bro, we don't know him." Like, bro, it's because if me and Jesse go all the time, it's gonna be like super obvious.
Yeah.
But the thing was, we started becoming like freaking like smart with it. We would take the painter's buckets, painter's buckets, and then we'd put rags in it. So and then I told Jesse,
like we're about to go do a drain or some shit.
Yeah, and then I told Jesse, I was like, hey, bro, we gotta be like, we gotta make it seem like it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, dude, I would be like, because they had cameras all around the building, so we would pull up with a freaking F-250, and then we just pull out with like little buckets, and I'm like, hey, Jesse, we gotta act like it's heavy. And he's like, all right. So I'd grab it, and I was like, oh man, put it on my shoulder. We're walking inside, and inside they don't have cameras. So after that, we're like, I just fucking throw the thing down, and then we just hit you up, like, hey, dude, we need some burgers, we need some chicken strips, we need some fries,
bro.
Dude, Angel, you would look as a fat. Oh my god, you would look as a fat. Like he would throw a whole bag of chicken strips, a whole bag of fries, and then pull out with the burgers. Dude, put those chicken strips in some buffalo sauce as he's heating up the buffalo sauce to make it a little more spicy.
It was basically like a 6x6 kind of. Like,
I remember, bro. This was like. How many cheese? How many buns, bro? I mean, how many patties, bro? I was like, fuck, give me a 4x4. And this fool put a tender in with tenders on the side with fucking a pile of fries. It was crazy, bro.
But the thing was, those burger patties were not in and out size. They weren't like little thin patties. Those were like thick boys.
Some thick boys.
So imagine trying to take down a 4x4, which is in reality, it's almost an 8x8.
Grilled onions, everything.
Grilled onions, dude, and to top it off, he put the buffalo chicken strips on top of the burgers.
Were you allowed to make yourself that there and eat it there?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, but like I said, the reason why it was cool, like no one caught up to it, was because I kept everyone there happy. Like anyone that would come in there, I'm like, hey, what do you want? What do you want? This and that. Yeah. Managers, even the chefs would come in, and I'd be like, what do you want? And I would just serve them up real quick, and then that's the way I kept everyone happy. No one would bat an eye. Yeah. And since I was the one making the orders for like the inventory orders for the kitchen, so it was like I knew what to order because I just gave away like a fucking 20 extra patties. Just order a couple more. We're good.
Yeah. So, call it even, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, and they knew too. Like that a hotel has money to spend. So even if they're wasting like $1 million, but they're making $20 million, they don't give a fuck. They're still making $20 million. All right, so we've been talking about like how we've met and the backstories and stuff like that. And I know I've been helping behind the scenes for a little bit, but now that you guys have me on, in front of the camera and actually trying to host and stuff, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what can I add on to the podcast? And to add on, I kind of want to know like. What are you guys' like plan for the future? Like, what kind of guests are we kind of looking for?
There's no real like specific group of people. I want to have anybody that's willing to tell their story with us, and just give us like that comfortability of like giving us their backstory, or even like promoting their company, whatever it is, whatever people want to do. Whoever wants to come on is more than welcome. And that's my thing. And I mean, you guys are a part of it too. So like, it's whatever you guys want to have on. Like, you want to have on a specific person, or Jesse wants to have a specific person. Like, it's pretty much, it's all up for grabs. And I'm just here, dude. I'm just here along for the ride. I'm just want to have anybody. And I mean, I don't know, Jesse. You think you want a specific type of people, or?
No, I mean, in the beginning when we talked about it, we're just like, we're open, just kind of give people a platform. A lot of platforms, I mean, they're literally out, and this is like going to be local. So in the beginning, we would just want to start local, and I mean, anyone from ownership to rappers to boxers to anyone that we can give a platform to and help out, especially in our own backyard. That's something that we wanted to do in the beginning. I mean, eventually we're going to expand, but right now we just want to do in our own backyard and help out local people, not like, big branches or anything like that. We want to just see what we can get in our own backyard in the beginning, see how it goes. But like the name, how'd you get the name?
The name, I was originally trying to get something that's both English and Spanish, which it is. But when I was trying to think of the name, like I already had in mind of my cousin, and I was like, primo. Okay, that's cool. But how does that reflect like on the English side
to everyone else?
And and I was like, I mean, primo, it could mean a lot of things. Like primo is like, that's the top shit, that's like primo shit. And then I was like, in primo, that's just like, that's a cousin stuff. Like, so people, I was like, that sounds good, but I feel like it's a little too much. Like,
It's too specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, and I was like, dude, like, what can I think of? And I was like, dude, Origin. Like, I just kept throwing words out there. I was throwing words. I'm like, nah, not that. And I was like, what is a word that can mean the same thing in both languages or similar things in the same language in two different languages? Because I mean, I hope to have Spanish speakers come on, and I mean, I speak fluent Spanish, so that's another type of people that we would want to reach out to. But I thought of Origin, like Origin, you could say it in English, you could say it in Spanish, and it sounds the same, and it pretty much means the same. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure it comes from Latin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Latin word.
I mean, I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, so like I was like Origin, because I mean every story has an origin. It's just like that's what we want. We want to hear their origin story, their come up, like, and their future. What's soon to come, and you know, like that's where I came from. Like that's my idea for the podcast and the podcast name.
And I remember we talked about like you don't have to be a business owner or any kind of professional. We're just talking. We want to hear your side of the story. Like you can have like the craziest story that you want to share and or help a group or so. You know what I mean? I remember talking about that.
There's a lot of people that maybe think that they're alone or whatever, and in reality, like they're not alone. Maybe there's people that you are gonna reach across this platform, and they're gonna identify with your story, and you're gonna help them. You know, it's more of giving a person an insight to somebody else's life or even situation. Like somebody can hear your story and be like, dude, I have the same feelings, or I think the same. You know, and you figured it out, and I'm in that position where I can't find a way around it, or I can't get through this situation. But you letting me into your story, you know, that helped me out a lot. Or, you know, just that's another reason why I wanted to do it. It's mostly like because I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that have like problems and stuff, and then on reality, it's also for me, dude, because like I've never been, like you said, I've been a quiet, shy guy, and like I mean, I just really wanted to I want to hear other people's stories because, I mean, maybe they have the same situation that I was in. And I want to give them the opportunity to come on and, you know, show us what they got or tell us what they did. Anything.
Right. Yeah. I feel like we can use that a lot here in this community because, like you were saying, there's a lot, like, out there in LA and all that stuff. But there's a few podcasts that are here in the 805. So I don't know if we can just push that up and just, like we were saying, just raise that platform up. That way anyone can step up to it and just show what they got, show us their story. And
and like we're saying, it's not even just like Ventura County, like just how we said, it's not a specific type of people. It's not specifically just for Ventura County. We are gonna help out people from our area, like Jesse said, people from our own backyard.
That's the goal.
But if people from LA want to come down, cool, come down. If people from Santa Barbara County want to come down, more than welcome. Anybody that wants to come down is more than welcome. Just hit us up. That's all it is. Just hit us up.
Where can they find us?
I mean, I tried making everything as simple as possible. I mean, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. I mean, obviously the YouTube, and I mean, yeah, just hit us up on Origen Official POD. Try to look us up and just hit us up on the DMs, and that's the most easiest way to hit us up. Just hit us up on the DMs. Comment on the video. Comment on the pictures. Swipe up on the stories, whatever you guys, just as long as you guys are on our thing, just message us and we'll get back to you, or you know, just we'll get in contact that way.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This was cool. This was a cool little thing. Maybe you guys get to know us a little bit better. Hopefully we can do a couple more of these, right? Cause
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, whenever we don't have a guest, this is what we're gonna do. Just talking shit, bringing up old stories, because we have a lot of old stories.
Yeah. Even that will just help us. I mean, help you guys to understand us a little bit more.
Why the way we are, you know, with our guests or whatever we might comment on.
Yeah, I feel like it's, we all have different personalities, so.
Yeah, very different personalities.
Yeah, very, very different. So you get to understand us individually, and then you probably have an idea already, but just how we, like, kind of raise and stuff, but, like, but we do appreciate you guys tuning in and following us on every platform. Angel?
Also too, for those that are listening, if you guys have anyone that you guys want to see on the podcast or anything, just comment it down below. Let us know. We'll try to get them on. Hit them up. Tell them to go on the Origen Podcast. You know, let's get this done.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys, man. You already know. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Clocking out.